Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well today. Before I get into this, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified of when we upload. Check the channel out as much as possible, guys. When I go live as well, make sure the notifications are on for that. And guys, let's get into this. Also, don't forget to follow us on all our socials: X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. All links in the description. The Discord is in the description as well. So go over there, check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun over there, I can tell you that. But guys, let's get into this video. So, in today's video, guys, Chelsea's striker search continues. We are looking in the summer to buy a new striker. There's lots to talk about and there's lots to discuss, and we'll get into every individual piece. But I just get the sense that this summer we're not going to sign who we think we're going to sign. We're not going to sign... I don't think we're going to sign Osman. I really don't. I don't think we're going to sign someone like Ekitike either. I don't think that's going to happen. I think these owners are going to continue with the model they're going with. They're not going to do anything with the sporting directors. They're not going to remove the sporting directors from their position. They're going to continue to do what they're going to do. And it's going to be like this now for the foreseeable future. So let's take a look at the strikers that are being talked about in the news today. So let's get into this now, starting off with something from Fabrice Hawkins. Chelsea are targeting Frankfurt striker Joao Ekitike. The striker agrees to carry out a transfer if the interest of all parties are respected. Frankfurt wants between 80 and 100 million, but Chelsea's interest is high. So with Joao Ekitike, however how you pronounce it, I do see a striker of potential in there. It's just that price tag. It's a little high. Now, I could understand the price tag being high for someone like Kylian Mbappe, but not Joao Ekitike. This is the kind of striker that can develop into 2-3 years from now and really start being the main goal scorer. But not right now. And for that price tag, we need someone for right now. If we're going to go and spend that sort of money, you might as well just go and get yourself a Victor Osimhen. If that's the case. Or a Victor Ekitike. Someone who's already pre-built sort of thing, like pre-molded. I just don't believe that we are in a position to go out and buy another young striker when we've got Nicholas Jackson in the squad and he's petulant, like you know, gets red cards like he does against Newcastle. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know at this point. But Ekitike, if he is the striker, then yeah, I think you're going to get a good striker. You know, he can score goals. Probably better than Nicholas Jackson, to be fair. But not at the level we need just yet. And that's the unfortunate part. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say he's terrible, because he's not. I've watched him. He's really good. But he's not at the Premier League standard that we want to fight for Champions League football. He's not the kind of striker that will instantly click and get it off the mark. You know, he misses chances after chance. Like he misses a few chances in a game. Obviously, he misses less than Jackson, I presume. But I just don't know. I don't know, guys. Something doesn't feel right about Joao Ekitike, and it just doesn't make sense. So it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts on Joao Ekitike and if you think he'll come to Chelsea or not. Moving on to the next piece of news now. And this is from Simon Jones of the Mail Sport. Chelsea are exploring a deal for Joao Pedro and held a meeting on it yesterday. They would be willing to offer around £50 million with the possibility of players being offered in the deal. Potentially even on loan. Are we really going to go back and try and buy someone from Brighton? Is that what we're going to now? Or are we being that desperate again? 50 million for Joao Pedro. How many goals has he scored this season? How many goals? Because I'd like to know. I'd love to know how many goals he's scored. Because, to be totally honest, 27 matches, 10 goals, 6 assists. Okay. Okay. So, you're going to pay 50 million quid for a player that's scoring 10 goals a season? Really? Really? How many did Jackson score this season? Let's find this out. Because I'd really like to know. 30 matches, 10 goals, 5 assists. What was Joao Pedro? 10 goals, 6 assists. Tells you a story. It tells you a story of exactly what this is. Buying players that are not ready yet for this level. Nicholas Jackson, 10 goals, 5 assists. Joao Pedro, 10 goals, 6 assists. Pretty much on the same level as Nicholas Jackson then. You might as well just stick with Nicholas Jackson if that's the case. But, you know, who are we to judge? I mean, we're just fans that, you know, look at it from detail. These owners baffle me. These owners baffle me, man. It's disgusting. It does my head in. Would I like us to go for Joao Pedro? No. Would I like us to go for someone a bit more experienced? Yes, please. You know, if you would. Thank you. But no. So, moving on to the final piece. Here it is. Chelsea are planning in-person face-to-face talks with Liam Delap to present their project. And this is Kieran Gill. Wow. Man United were supposed to be the front runners if they got Champions League football. Spurs won last night, by the way. Yeah. Mad, I know. But, Liam Delap. Will he solve our problems? No. Will he score goals? Yes. Will it be a quick fix? No. Do I think he's good enough to play for Chelsea? At some point, yes, maybe. Do I think he's good enough to lead the front line right now for Chelsea? No. Do I think Nicholas Jackson's good enough to lead the front line? Absolutely not. We need a real striker, man. We need a top striker. Not... You need a striker that can score you 25 to 30 goals a season. You need a striker that can finish his dinner. And when a chance presents itself, finish it. But oh no. Not us Chelsea. Not us Chelsea. Not a Chelsea, no. We're not allowed that. No. We have to go for strikers who are still young and raw. Because they'll grow. Where's the growth? Nicholas Jackson's doing exactly the same he was last season. And I just don't understand you. You don't understand the way you want to model the club. I understand you want to buy young players, yes. I understand that you want to watch players grow and develop. But you need a spine. You need players to back it up. You need experience to back up the young players. You can't just keep dripping in young players and hoping it works. It's not working. So, what are you going to do? If we... Bring us Osherman in, or Yoricast, and you'll start to see progress. Continue with the same plan, and we're just going to fail. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like Liam Delap, yeah, he's a good striker and all, but he's playing for Ipswich for God's sake. He's not playing with, you know, your likes of Palmers, Sanchos, Pedro Netos, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, players like this. Then he's not playing with those sorts of players. He's playing with like the likes of, you know, Burns. Where's Burns? He's playing with Omari Hutchinson. You know, Connor Chaplin. Players of that calibre. Not players of Chelsea's calibre. So, what tells you it's going to be any different to Nicholas Jackson? If you buy a Hugo Ekitike, if you buy a Joao Pedro or a Liam Delap, you're going to tell me that that's going to make a difference compared to Nicholas Jackson? Are you really? Pfft. It baffles me. It baffles me that we think this is the answer to our problems. How does anyone expect the club to grow or the team to thrive by just adding young players onto young players, like throwing mud at it until it sticks? Yeah, eventually it'll stick, but when? 5, 10 years down the line? We're basing ourselves right now. Right, we have one game to go. We need Champions League football, but you're not even buying Champions League worthy players to back it up. Anyway, Liam Delap. He's a good player. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. I do think he's a good player. But it's just not what we need. We need a proper striker, someone with experience and know-how, who's been there, done it, worn the t-shirt. These lads are still very raw. Joao Pedro, yeah, he's had a bit of Premier League experience. Delap has had a bit of Premier League experience. Doesn't mean they're going to cut the mustard up top for Chelsea. You know? So, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. But my choice of striker is none of these. But if I had to choose one of the three, I would choose Liam Delap. You can let me know in the comments who would you choose, guys. But that is the end of today's video. Hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when I upload and when I go live. Guys, go and follow us on the socials as well. X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Go and join the Discord as well. That's linked down in the description as well. But hope you've all enjoyed. And guys, I will see you tomorrow for another video.